In the aching void left by your absence, their very being is consumed by a profound and all-encompassing misery. It's not a fleeting sadness, but a deep, resonant sorrow that permeates every fiber of their existence. The energy they are experiencing is not just intense, it's a crushing weight, a heaviness that seems to press down upon them from all sides, creating an atmosphere that is almost tangible, thick with longing and an insatiable desire. It's as if the air itself is saturated with their yearning, a palpable testament to the depth of their loss. Yet, this energy, this profound sense of absence, is not merely heavy and oppressive. It possesses a deeply sensual quality, stirring within them emotions and desires that are as profound as they are powerful. It's a complex tapestry of feelings, woven with threads of longing, passion, and a desperate craving for connection. They yearn for you on every conceivable level, their entire being focused on the memory and the hope of your return. Mentally, they are utterly consumed by thoughts of you. Every waking moment, and even in the restless hours of sleep, their mind races, replaying cherished memories, lingering on the echoes of your conversations, and revisiting the shared experiences that once formed the bedrock of your connection. They find themselves constantly drawn back to the intellectual bond you shared, that meeting of minds that sparked joy and understanding, a connection that now feels irreplaceable. The absence of your insightful words, your unique perspective, leaves a gaping hole in their mental landscape. Emotionally, they are overwhelmed by a tidal wave of feelings, a relentless surge of longing and desire that threatens to drown them in its intensity. Their heart aches, a deep, persistent throb of pain, for the emotional bond that you once shared, that intimate connection that provided comfort, support, and a sense of belonging. They miss the way you understood them, the way you could soothe their soul with a single glance, the way your presence made them feel whole. The loss of that emotional intimacy is a constant, gnawing pain. Physically, they crave your touch, your presence, the tangible reality of your being. They yearn for the physical connection that once satisfied them like nothing else, a connection that transcended mere physical pleasure and reached a deeper level of intimacy and communion. The memory of your embrace, the warmth of your skin, the feeling of your hand in theirs, is a constant reminder of what they have lost, a reminder that intensifies their longing with each passing moment. In their solitude, they find themselves praying, a desperate, fervent plea to the universe, hoping against hope for a chance to re-enter your life, to bridge the chasm that now separates them. They are terrified, truly and deeply afraid, of the prospect of losing you forever. This fear is not a fleeting worry, it's a profound and paralyzing dread, amplified by the agonizing realization that it was their own foolish and egotistical behavior that has brought them to this devastating point. They are haunted by the memory of their past actions, the words they spoke, the choices they made, the opportunities they squandered. In the past, they were the ones who sat in judgment, who evaluated your actions and decisions with a critical eye, perhaps even with a sense of superiority. They believed they held the power, the control, and they wielded it carelessly. But now, the tables have turned, and they find themselves under the harsh scrutiny of their own conscience, their own judgment. They are forced to confront the painful truth of their own actions, their own decisions, and the devastating consequences that have followed. They are filled with a profound and soul-crushing regret for ignoring you, for treating you with rudeness and disrespect. The memories of their callousness, their indifference, their hurtful words, now play on an endless loop in their mind, each repetition a fresh wound, a deeper scar on their soul. They realize, with agonizing clarity, how badly they have erred, how poorly they have treated you, how deeply they have wounded the very person who cared for them most. They are acutely aware that you have moved on, that you are no longer willing to tolerate their manipulative and deceptive behavior. They understand, perhaps for the first time, the true cost of their actions, the pain they inflicted, and the patience they exhausted. They recognize that their past behavior has eroded your trust, worn down your resilience, and ultimately pushed you away. They understand, with a growing sense of desperation, that the only way they can even begin to hope to be accepted by you again is if they come clean, if they lay bare their true feelings for you, without any pretense, without any deception, without any of the manipulative tactics they once employed. They know that any attempt to manipulate or deceive will only further alienate you, solidifying the distance that now separates you. They must be completely honest, completely vulnerable, and completely sincere. Your person is keeping a close eye on you, observing your actions, your interactions, your life unfolding without them. They are a silent witness to your journey, a constant reminder of their absence. They see you moving forward, growing, and perhaps even thriving, and this only intensifies their regret, their sense of loss. They are forced to confront the reality that you are capable of happiness without them, a reality that is both painful and humbling. They deeply regret letting you go, a regret that is made all the more poignant by the agonizing realization that you are not going to initiate the conversation, that you are not going to reach out, that you are not going to offer them a second chance. They know, with a sinking feeling, that you are tired of always being the one to make the first move, to take the first step towards resolving the issues between you. They understand that you have carried the burden of reconciliation for too long, and that you are now waiting for them to take responsibility for their actions. Dear ones, it is important now, more than ever, to focus on yourselves. This is a time for self-discovery, for growth, for healing. Strive to become the best version of yourselves, to cultivate your inner strength, to nurture your spirit, and to evolve into the person you aspire to be. Do not allow the pain of the past to define your future. Instead, use it as a catalyst for positive change. Let them realize their mistakes, let them understand the gravity of their actions, and let them come to their own understanding of the pain they have caused. This realization cannot be forced or rushed, it must come from within. And when they do, when they have truly grasped the depth of their error, let them come forward with honest communication, with sincere expressions of their feelings for you, without any trace of manipulation or deceit. Your person is in a state of deep regret and profound longing. They miss you intensely, with a yearning that consumes their thoughts and fills their heart with a profound sense of loss. They have come to realize the magnitude of their mistakes, the extent of the damage they have caused, and they are willing, perhaps even desperate, to make amends, to repair the broken bridge, and to rebuild the connection that they so carelessly destroyed. However, the ball is now firmly in your court. You hold the power, the agency, and the ultimate decision regarding the future of this relationship. You have the power to decide whether to let them back into your life, to offer them a chance at redemption, or to close the door on the past and move forward on your own. This is a decision that only you can make, and it is a decision that should be made with careful consideration and deep self-reflection. Whatever you decide, remember to prioritize your own well-being and happiness above all else. You deserve to be treated with love, respect, and kindness. You deserve to be valued for who you are, without having to compromise your own needs or desires. After all, you deserve nothing less than a life filled with joy, peace, and fulfillment. Reflecting on the past, I often find myself wishing that I had possessed the wisdom then that I have gained now. It's a sentiment that I believe resonates deeply with many of us, a universal experience of looking back and recognizing the lessons we have learned, the mistakes we have made, and the growth we have achieved. The journey of life is a continuous learning process, a winding path filled with challenges, triumphs, and moments of profound self-discovery. It's only natural to look back and realize how much we have grown, how much we have learned, and how differently we might have acted if we had possessed the knowledge we have now. But among all the people I have met and all the experiences I have had, there is one person who stands out, one individual who has had a profound and lasting impact on my life. You are the only one who truly put me on the right track, who showed me my place in the world, and who helped me to understand my own potential. I hold immense respect for you, for your guidance, your wisdom, and your unwavering belief in me. In the grand scheme of life, there are moments that leave us completely taken aback, moments that defy our expectations and challenge our understanding of how things are supposed to be. These are the moments that shake us to our core, that force us to reevaluate our assumptions, and that leave an indelible mark on our souls. One such moment for me was when I ran away, when I turned my back on our connection, and you didn't chase me, you didn't pursue me, you didn't try to bring me back. I had expected you to come after me, to fight for me, to prove your love and commitment. I had, in my arrogance and self-centeredness, assumed that you would not let me go so easily. But you didn't. And that left me completely shocked, utterly bewildered, and deeply shaken. It was a stark and painful reminder that our actions have consequences, that we are responsible for the choices we make, and that we cannot always predict how others will react to our behavior. As I look back on that time, I can't help but feel a profound sense of regret, a deep and abiding sadness for the time we have wasted, the opportunities we have missed, and the connection we have allowed to wither. Time that we could have spent together, building memories, sharing experiences, and deepening our bond. Time that we could have used to understand each other better, to resolve our differences, to communicate our needs, and to strengthen the foundation of our relationship. The silence between us is deafening, a heavy, oppressive stillness that hangs in the air, a constant reminder of the words left unspoken, the feelings left unexpressed, and the connection left unfulfilled. I long to break that silence, to shatter the barrier that separates us, and to hear your voice again. I long to feel your presence, to bask in the warmth of your love, and to experience the joy of being connected to you once more. I am well aware that my poor choices, my mistakes, and my actions have had a devastating effect on my love life. I have made errors in judgment, I have hurt you with my words and deeds, and I have paid a heavy price for my transgressions. But if there is one thing I want you to know, one truth that burns brightly in my heart, it's that you are the only person who is not far away from my heart. Despite everything that has happened, despite the distance that has grown between us, despite the pain and the heartache, you remain close to my heart, a constant presence in my thoughts and my dreams. You may not realize it, you may not feel it, but I cherish you, I value you, and I long for you with every fiber of my being. You may not realize it, but I have been changing behind closed doors. I have been undergoing a profound transformation, a process of self-reflection, growth, and healing. I have been making significant changes in my personal and professional life, striving to become a better person, a more evolved soul, and someone worthy of your love and trust. I have been working diligently on myself, confronting my flaws, addressing my weaknesses, and cultivating my strengths. I have been learning from my mistakes, analyzing my past behavior, and striving to make better choices in the future. I am committed to breaking the cycle of pain and suffering, to creating a life filled with joy and fulfillment, and to building healthy and fulfilling relationships. I want you to trust that this cycle of pain and suffering will end, that we can overcome our differences, and that we can find happiness again. I believe, with a deep and unwavering faith, that our love is strong enough to weather the storm, to endure the trials and tribulations, and to emerge stronger and more resilient on the other side. I believe that our connection is worth fighting for, worth preserving, and worth nurturing. Whenever I look back on the time we spent together, my heart fills with an overwhelming sense of joy and happiness. Those memories are precious to me, sacred moments etched into the fabric of my being, and they give me hope for a better future, a future where we can be together again, sharing our lives and our love without any barriers. I am actively manifesting you back into my life, focusing my thoughts and energy on our love, on the bond that we share, and on the possibility of a renewed connection. I am dreaming of the way things were between us, of the love and happiness we once shared, of the laughter, the joy, and the intimacy that we experienced. I am hopeful that we can find our way back to each other, that we can rekindle the love that once burned so brightly between us, and that we can create a future where our hearts are intertwined once more. I am hopeful, and I am waiting for you, with patience, with love, and with an unwavering belief in the power of our connection. In the grand tapestry of life, change is a constant thread, a fundamental aspect of our existence. It is woven into the very fabric of our being, shaping and defining our journey, and influencing every aspect of our lives. Your person, the one who shares this journey with you, is beginning to notice the significant changes you have made in your life, the transformation you have undergone, and the evolution you have embraced. They see you not just as a person, but as a beacon of success and confidence, a shining example of what is possible when we embrace our inner strength and pursue our dreams with passion and determination. This transformation is not merely superficial, it is a profound and lasting change that emanates from within, a testament to the power you have reclaimed, the strength you have harnessed within yourself, and the resilience you have cultivated in the face of adversity. You have peeled back the layers of pretense and expectation, shedding the masks you once wore, and revealing more and more of your authentic self. This authenticity, this raw and unfiltered expression of your identity, is drawing them towards you, like a moth to a flame, a beacon in the darkness, a guiding light that illuminates the path to you. They are witnessing your evolution, your metamorphosis from the person you once were, burdened by the weight of the past, to the person you are becoming, empowered by the strength of the present and the hope of the future. You are no longer trapped in a low-energy state, a vortex of negativity and self-doubt, a cycle of despair and hopelessness. You have risen above it, transcending the limitations that once held you captive, and breaking free from the chains that once bound you. You are no longer competing for attention or validation, seeking approval from others, or measuring your worth by external standards. You have realized your inherent worth, understanding that you don't need to prove yourself to anyone, that you are valuable and worthy of love and respect simply because of who you are. This transformation, this journey from insecurity to self-assuredness, from doubt to confidence, is what makes you an elegant and high-value woman, a woman who knows her worth, who commands respect, and who attracts positive energy into her life. Your person is drawn to you, much like a moth to a flame, captivated by your radiance, your resilience, your unwavering determination, and your inner strength. They are mesmerized by your ability to rise above adversity, to overcome challenges, and to emerge stronger and more empowered. At the start of this journey, you may have offered them your whole heart, your unconditional love, and your unwavering support, without setting healthy boundaries, without protecting your own needs and desires, and without demanding the respect you deserved. You gave them everything, expecting nothing in return, operating from a place of pure love and generosity. But they didn't value it then, they took your love for granted, they failed to appreciate the precious gift you offered them, and they ultimately left you with a broken heart, shattered dreams, and a deep sense of betrayal. This experience, as painful as it was, served as a catalyst for your transformation. It was a harsh lesson, a bitter pill to swallow, a wake-up call that forced you to confront your own patterns, your own vulnerabilities, and your own role in the dynamic. But despite the pain, despite the heartbreak, you emerged stronger, more resilient, and more determined than ever before. You rose from the ashes, unbothered by the past, focused on the future, and committed to creating a life filled with joy, peace, and fulfillment. You became a better version of yourself, a testament to your resilience, your determination, and your unwavering commitment to personal growth. You turned your pain into passion, channeling your energy into self-improvement, personal growth, and the pursuit of your dreams. You have worked hard, pushing through the obstacles, overcoming the challenges, and never giving up on yourself. And now, you are reaping the benefits of all your past hard work, your dedication, and your unwavering belief in yourself. You have transformed your life, becoming a beacon of success and confidence, a shining example of what is possible when we embrace our inner strength and pursue our dreams with passion and determination. And your person, the one who once took you for granted, who failed to appreciate your worth, and who ultimately lost you, is now drawn to you, captivated by your transformation, and filled with a profound sense of regret and longing. I deeply regret not revealing my truth to you earlier, not sharing my true feelings, and not expressing the depth of my love and admiration. From the moment I met you, my heart was captivated, my soul was stirred, and I fell in love instantly. However, I was guarding my heart, protecting myself from potential future pain, and shielding myself from the vulnerability of love. You seemed too perfect to be real, too wonderful to be true, and I was afraid that I would be hurt, that I would be disappointed, and that I would ultimately lose you. I apologize for doubting you, for questioning your intentions, and for failing to trust in the authenticity of your love. I apologize for not recognizing the precious gift you offered me, and for not appreciating the incredible person you are. Especially when I knew, deep down in my heart, that it was your love that restored my innocence, that brought me back to life, and that helped me to heal from the wounds of the past. Believe me when I say that I never intended to ghost you, to disappear from your life, or to cause you pain. My departure was a step towards healing us, a necessary separation that I believed would ultimately lead to a stronger and more enduring connection. I felt that we both needed time and space to grow, to heal, and to become the best versions of ourselves. Your love has always been palpable to me, a tangible force that I could feel even in your absence, a constant reminder of the deep connection we shared. And I yearn to share my truth with you, to express the depth of my feelings, and to rebuild the bridge that I so foolishly broke. Lately, I have been feeling as if I am losing you, as if our pure connection is fading, and as if you are slipping away from me. The thought of wanting to see you, of being with you, and of holding you in my arms consumes me, and honestly, it hurts, it aches, and it fills me with a profound sense of sadness that you are not here with me. I sense that you are moving on, that you are finding happiness without me, and this realization fills me with nervousness and anxiety. I find myself completely fixated on you, obsessing over your every move, and longing for your presence with an intensity that is almost unbearable. I implore you to wait for me, to give me another chance, and to believe in the possibility of our future together. I am making my way back to you, one step at a time, with humility, with sincerity, and with a deep and unwavering love. I am sending you messages of love, hope, and longing, reaching out to you in the only way I know how, through the ether, through the universe, and through the power of our connection. I am sending you my unconditional love in the 5D, in the realm of spirit, where our souls are eternally connected. Something deep within me knew you were the one, the person I was destined to be with, the love of my life. I believe you came into my life to heal my past wounds, to mend my broken heart, and to show me the true meaning of love. You are truly an angel, a divine being, a gift from the universe, and I will forever be grateful for your presence in my life. The regret I feel for not sharing my feelings with you sooner is profound, a deep and abiding sorrow that weighs heavily on my heart. From the moment our paths crossed, I was captivated by you, drawn to your charm, your grace, your spirit, and your inner beauty. Everything about you drew me in, mesmerized me, and made me feel alive. But I was scared, afraid of being hurt, afraid of being vulnerable, and afraid of opening my heart to the possibility of love. You were like a dream, too beautiful, too wonderful, and too perfect to be true. And so I held back, protecting my heart from the potential pain of discovering that you were indeed too good to be true, that you were not who I thought you were, or that our connection was not as real as I believed it to be. I doubted you, even though deep down I knew that it was your love that had brought me back to life, that had restored my faith in love, in myself, and in the possibility of a happy ending. When I disappeared, it wasn't because I wanted to end things between us, to hurt you, or to abandon our connection. On the contrary, I left because I believed that was what we needed, a chance to heal, to grow, to become better versions of ourselves, and to create a stronger foundation for our relationship. I felt your love even in your absence, a constant presence that gave me the strength to face my own demons, to work on my own issues, and to confront the challenges that were holding me back. And now, I want to share my journey with you, to show you how far I have come, thanks to your love, your influence, and your unwavering presence in my heart. But I fear it might be too late, that I have lost you, that our connection is fading, and that you have moved on. The thought of you not being a part of my life is unbearable, a constant ache, a deep and abiding longing that I cannot seem to shake. I miss you more than words can express, more than I ever thought possible, and the thought of you moving on, of you finding happiness with someone else, fills me with a sense of dread, a fear that consumes me, and a pain that I cannot describe. It makes me anxious, it makes me question everything, and it makes me wonder if I will ever be able to repair the damage I have caused. I can't help but obsess over you, over us, over the possibility of a future where we can be together again. I need you to know that I am not giving up, that I am fighting for us, and that I am doing everything in my power to make my way back to you. I am taking it one step at a time, with patience, with humility, and with a deep and unwavering love. In the meantime, I am sending you my love, my thoughts, my prayers, and my deepest longings. I am reaching out to you in the only way I know how, through the ether, through the universe, and through the power of our connection. I believe in us, in our connection, and in the love that we share. I believe that we were meant to be, that our paths crossed for a reason, and that our love is a force that cannot be denied. You came into my life at a time when I was lost, when I was broken, and when I had given up on love. But your love healed me, made me whole again, and showed me the true meaning of connection. You are my angel, my savior, and I will forever be grateful for you, for your love, and for the miracle that is you.